sounds great. Thank you so much.
It's streaming.
Nice.
For everybody going back to Fantasy, join the hold, fly until you're north of I-4, the 4-lane highway, northeastbound. Makes the turn back to Fantasy Flight a little bit easier. Use caution because there's more people entering the hold. And as you make that turn, just find somebody of like type to follow or maintain.
I think once these people here get the Fantasy Flight and go on the procedure, I think we're going to fall in behind all of these people.
Okay.
So I don't think we need to go out here at all.
You're coming up on a large group of airplanes.
Wow.
A large gaggle.
That's cool though.
Left 360 will help you out at your present position.
So many.
RV half mile east of the smokestack. Rock your wings.
You know where the smokestacks are?
Good rock, good rock.
I think
Start a right turn.
they're talking
back
about
to
the
north
ones over the
until you're
mine.
north of I-4.
That's the only one I know.
Remain north
Okay.
of I-4
Because I looked in the NOTAM and I didn't see
to
any
rejoin the
mention of
hold,
smokestack
the
in here.
procedure Over Fantasy
I
of
mean,
Flight.
that's over.
I think it's by the.
I mean, it's probably pretty obvious.
Oh, here it is.
Now, half mile south of
Smokestack
the
Tower.
smokestack, rock your
Okay.
wings.
Okay, that's just before you get to Lake Parker.
Yeah.
Good rock, Cessna. Just
I
keep
do
it
use
coming
that
this
a lot to
direction
see where
for
the
now,
winds
and
are
we'll call
going,
a
but I never
northbound
really
turn for
been
you
like,
here
oh, it's
shortly.
right there.
Yeah.
And you just kind of see it.
And the high wing Cessna over the lake, you can start that right turn back to the north.
All right, so might as well crank it down to 1,200 feet. So we'll do
northeastbound back to Fantasy of Flight and continue
a little
back
bit more, a
inbound
little
on the
faster.
procedure. We're doing 1,200 feet and 100 knots for everybody today. 1 mile, nose to tail. For everybody re-entering the procedure at Fantasy of Flight, use caution. There's new aircraft that are entering at Fantasy of Flight, and there's already aircraft established in the hold via Fantasy of Flight. So keep your eyes open, pick out an aircraft of like type, and follow them in.
we got 8 minutes until we get to Fantasy of Flight.
All right.
And as
Again, for everybody coming in over from Fantasy of Flight, we're going to the racetrack and then to Lake Parker, 1,200 feet, 100 knots. Nose to tail, no side-by-sides, please. Keep the good spacing here, and we'll be able to set the tower up and you for success.
Are you allowing any 1,700 feet around?
Yep, if you cannot maintain 100 knots safely, maintain 1,700 feet at 150 knots, 150 knots.
Thank you, sir. 7 Delta Mike.
You bet. And just use caution for the guy asking about 1,700. There may be people descending in for the procedure down to
Like us.
1,200 feet. So just
Yeah.
use caution. The low wing, half mile north of the smokestack. Rock your wings. Good rock, low wing. Continue this direction until you get over the lake, and then you can start a right turn back to the north until you get north 4, and then I-4 to the north. Start that right turn now for me. Good turn, thank you.
Oh, it's getting warmer.
yeah, I know. Well, we're at 1,200 now, so this is as warm as it's going to get.
Everybody coming in from Fantasy of Flight, maintain 1,200 feet at 100 knots. Nose to tail, no side-by-sides, please. If you're unable to maintain 100 knots safely, maintain 1,700 feet at 150 knots. Cessna over the north shore of the lake, rock your wings. Good rock, Cessna. Start a right turn for me when you're able and fly northbound until you get north of I-4.
All right, I guess we'll just set the power for 100 knots.
I know where I-4 is.
And for everybody inbound and already established in the hold, Lake Parker is still in the hold. They're working on getting departures out from the airport. As soon as they allow us, we'll get you guys going that direction.
There's like certain numbers for which way the highway's going, like even and odd.
Yeah, odd is north-south, and even is east-west.
Okay. So it's going east-west.
Good rock, twin. And you can talk back to me, you hear me?
Yep, this is 7 Golf Tango.
7 Golf Tango, thank you, sir. What we're going to have you do is make left turns over the large body of the lake. You're going to make left turns, remaining well south of the smokestack, maintain the 2,200 altitude. There's another twin in the hold making left turns. Just stay over the shore of the lake, and we'll get you moving as soon as we can. Remember, 7-1 Yankee, there's another twin joining the hold with you at 2,200 feet, off, heading to your left, and they're over the west shore of the lake currently.
Traffic in sight, 7-1 Yankee.
1 Yankee, thank you.
Highwing 2 miles from smokestack, you appear to be 400 feet low and 20 knots slow.
November, 7 Golf Tango, you can pick your speed up a little bit. You're going a little bit slower than that other twin that's following you. All right, everybody inbound from Fantasy Flight. We're doing nose to tail, 1 mile in trail spacing at 100 knots. If unable, there's a red, white, high wind, half-mile east of smokestack, rocky wing.
Birds flying backwards.
Yeah.
Good rock, high wind, good rock. You can start a right turn for me back northbound.
So I think
I-4,
these guys are going to be before us.
North of I-4,
we might have to coordinate with this guy here.
Yeah.
That looks pretty close.
Use caution. A lot of aircraft already established in the hold and more
Birds
aircraft trying to join, so
issue
keep your
here.
eyes open, pick a like type to follow, and try to build
Part
us
of the
that
operations job is to shoot birds at night.
High wing over the smokestack, rock your wings. Good rock, high wing. You can start a right turn back to the north, following that other high wing, back to your north of I-4, and then you can follow it northeastbound back to Fantasy Flight and fly the procedure inbound.
Yeah, get on speed and altitude, man. You're 200 high now.
RV, you talking about the high wing in front of you?
Yeah, he's all over the place.
That's it. All right, the low wing over the smokestack, rock your wings. Good rock. Just continue your present direction. I'll call your turn back to the north so we can build a little bit of space in between you and that high wing. All right, Bonanza, you can start that right turn back to the north until you get north of I-4.
Who's doing all
Low
of this?
wing over the smokestack. Rock your wings.
He's probably a regular controller.
Good rock on the low
you
wing.
mean the pilot or
direction? We'll
we
call
talking
northbound turn
yeah,
for
the
you
person
shortly.
like saying everything. It doesn't sound familiar. I don't know.
Look, we got these 3 guys converging on us here.
Yeah.
All right, everybody needs to be a mile in trail, no side-by-sides. Low wing, I'm going to have you start that right turn back to the north
There's
now.
one.
RV,
there's
you
the
can
other.
start the turn northbound, the high wing high. Rock your wings. All right, I had both
Tiny
of you
little
rock
dots.
your wings, so there's one a little bit lower over the smokestack.
Yeah, they're
on all the high wings to continue. The high wing that is currently over the wall, rock wings. All right, that's a good rock. Start a right turn for me, back to the north. The second high wing, you continue this direction. It's a cardinal. You can turn right where that last guy turned. You can start that turn now.
Okay, that's the one.
I'm gonna slow down, let those guys get a little bit more past us.
Good rock.
We're alert commander, by the way.
Alert commander, copy that.
That one up there's
Low
got somewhere
wing
to
up
be.
high east of the smokestack, rock your wing. Good rock. High wing over the water, start your right turn to the north.
Yeah, they're faster than us, so.
Low wing over the smokestack, rock your wings. Good rock, low wing. You're going to follow that high wing that's ahead of you, making the turn northbound. Everybody that's turning northbound, fly northbound until you get north of I-4, and then remain north of I-4. Follow it northeastbound back to Fantasy Flight.
His ground speed's faster than us, so yeah, he's going ahead.
Everybody on the inbound needs to be nose to tail, no side-by-sides, please, no side-by-sides. The RV, start your right turn to the north for me. Low wing over the smokestack, rock your wings. Good rock, good rock. Keep coming this direction, we'll call your turn to the north. My low wing over the water, you got that RV in sight?
It's like formation flight.
RV over the middle of the lake, start your turn back to the north. Everybody going northbound, fly northbound until you get north of I-4, remain north of I-4.
Okay, so
and follow it
he is, how
northeastbound
far
to
is he? He's
Fantasy Flight.
0.3
Reaching
miles
Fantasy
ahead of
Flight,
us,
use caution.
so I'll keep
There's a lot of
the
aircraft
speed
in the
down
hold,
for a
and
little
there's
bit.
more trying to enter the hold, so keep your guys' eyes open.
Yeah, there's 2 more coming in, but
Everybody make sure you're checking your fuel and your engine temperatures. Make sure the aircraft is happy. If anybody has an issue, please reach out.
Touch someone.
203.
He's half a mile in front of us now.
4 Juliet Mike and 77
oh, wow.
Lima.
Everyone's coming in.
You
Like,
3 can join the hold. After that, the hold is saturated. If you are not already established in the hold, find somewhere east, northeast, or north of the procedure and hold on your own.
Sounds like we need to hold on our own.
I guess so.
Hey, there's a Cherokee 6 coming up on the tower now. We're running hot oil temp. Anything for that?
Stand by.
Alright, I guess.
Cherokee, Rocky Wings from you. That's a half mile south of the smokestack. Is that you with the hot oil?
Confirm.
The Cherokee, we're going to have you make left turns over the lake. We're working on something for you, but for now you're going to make that left turn, follow the west shore of the lake, southbound, and just use caution, there are 2 twins. But the Cherokee with
Okay, he's a mile in front of us now.
Okay.
Go back up to 100 knots.
Make that slight right turn. You're going to join I-4 inbound on the procedure. Again, only the Cherokee with the hot oil temp. You're following I-4 to the Cake Tower. Aim for the V-shaped building. Plan 10 left, the skinny runway.
Confirm.
And the Cherokee, once you're inbound over I-4, I want you to call the tower. Reach out and call the tower on 135.22. RV over the smokestack, Rocky Wings.
Is that the smokestack?
No.
Wait, that's the...
That's a smokestack there, I think.
Low wing over the lake, Rocky Wings.
Where?
It's just before the lake.
You got it.
Off
Good,
the
Rock, you got to turn
left,
right, turn
right
right
a little bit.
northbound, please. 60 degrees northbound. North of I-4, you're going to make that right turn back to Fantasy Flight for the hold. I see you in the turn. Great job there, guys. Now, you're not following anyone inbound Lake Parker. We're still in the hold here. The high wing half mile south of the hold is saturated. There should be no new aircraft joining the hold. If you're not already established in the hold, I need you to hold east, northeast, or north of the procedure and remain clear of the procedure. Again, the procedure is saturated. Low wing over the ballpark. I need you to turn northbound, north over to I-4. Now the high wing over Lake Parker, Rocky Wings. Good rock, high wing. Low wing over the baseball fields, turn north. The Cessna over the west shore, turn north. Low wing over the baseball fields, north of I-4. Turn right, northbound of I-4. High wing over the baseball fields, turn north.
Feels like Albuquerque. Planes everywhere.
All right, the low wing that passed us and past the baseball fields, use caution, there are some departures off the field and in your vicinity. Once you get north of I-4, it's a right turn, staying north of I-4, back to Fantasy in flight to rejoin the procedure. Again, the procedure is saturated and the hold is saturated, so no new aircraft should be joining the hold. We'll get y'all guys going as soon as we can here. Want a single file, high wing, half mile east of the smokestack, Rocky Wings. Good rock there, high wing. I want you to turn right
That was him in front of us.
Remain north of I-4 and head back to Fantasy of Flight and rejoin the procedure.
What'd you say?
The Cardinal that's up here, Fantasy of Flight. Are you going to turn right?
The guy in front of us just rocked his wings. He's going to peel off and go back to Fantasy of Flight.
Again, everyone
Same is going to happen to us in about 30 seconds.
To rejoin the procedure if you're north of I-4 as you're making that turn at Fantasy of Flight. Everyone knows the tail, 1 mile and trail the best you can. Bonanza 26 Sierra, do not join the hold. Hold out north, northeast.
We're over it right now, I think.
Procedure remaining clear.
We're over it right now.
Oh.
3 Golf Mike, make sure to fly the whole procedure all the way to Lake Parker. When you get in the vicinity of Lake Parker, we'll pick you out and we will call your turn.
Okay, we'll go to Lake Parker.
Nose to tail, no side by side. Low wing over with the wigwags over the smokestack, rock your wings. Good rock there, low wing. Make that northbound turn north of I-4 and head back to Fantasy of Flight.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You guys all understand the procedure now. Good job. Again, nose to tail, no side by side.
We're going to follow the guy that's in front of us. We're going to keep following him. I can't see him, but I can see him on the screen.
I see him.
Again, everyone, Lake Parker hold is saturated now, so if you haven't already, loading half mile east of the smokestack rock. Good rock, low wing. Start your northbound turn, north of I-4 and back to Fantasy of Flight. Again, as you're approaching...
Okay, I got him.
Again, as you're approaching Fantasy of Flight there, it helps to make that turn if you're north of I-4.
That's I-4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Cessna over the smokestack, rock your wings. Good rock, Cessna. Bonanza 15. Join. Turn north. Good rock, RV.
Oh.
And Lake. Turn right. Northbound.
Just by yourself. Like if you're...
Maybe?
Okay.
6 years breaking out north.
Too bad.
As you're in 1 mile trail.
You're at...
Yeah.
4, where's the lake, or where's this, where's that?
Good rock there, high wing. I want you to keep following that heading so you're over the west shore of the lake, and then to make that northbound turn. You can start that turn in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and start that turn, high wing.
If I was doing it by myself, I would have really looked at it way more.
Yeah. Again, you haven't joined the procedure. Hold on. North, northeast, or east of the procedure remaining clear.
I guess that's right back there.
Yeah.
Over the smokestack. There, we got one.
Why is going 106 knots?
At the ends of the wings. It's going to be number 2.
Where's he even going?
Actually, I think he's leaving.
The red and the water.
Looks like
See a flag. Over the high wing this whole time. I try and build 2 Papa, northeastbound 52 Papa. The hold is saturated. Do not join the hold, please. Hold on your northeast or east of the procedure remaining clear.
We'll hold north.
Low wing over the smokestacks, rock your wings. Good rock there, low wing. Been doing great. You've been
Neighborhood. You got
make that northbound turn north of I-4 and back to Fantasy of Flight. We'll get you
this
in
guy's
as we can.
behind us, but I don't know his out.
If you're not already established in the hold, do hold somewhere else. Do not join the hold. The hold is saturated. Low wing over the smokestack, rock your
never mind. He is. This guy.
Good rock there.
Well, there's someone else
over the west shore of the lake. You can make that northbound turn.
There's actually a lot of people.
Everybody use caution. Low wing while northwest of the smokestack, rock your wings there.
I think the deal is that everyone's going as fast as they can back to Fantasy of Flight, because we're not in the procedure anymore.
The high wing, make that right turn northbound over north of I-4 back to Fantasy of Flight. If you're over the baseball field, just be heading northbound north of I-4 back to Fantasy of Flight. Again, no side-by-sides, nose to tail, best you can, 1 mile in trail. We'll get you into Lakeland as soon as we can, but for now, unfortunately, we're stuck in a hold.
Not really sure why they advertise like 5:30 opening time when the first 5:30 to 6 is going to be all departures. Like, I mean, just say, you know, arrivals start at 6, departures start at 5:30.
Yeah. I guess, well, that paper says 6.
All right, everybody, welcome to Sun and Fun 2025. We know you're getting a little tired of spinning around up there. It sounds like we'll be opening up pretty soon. Everybody find somebody, get a mile and trail, no side-by-sides. Help me help you get inbound. You can expect runway 10 left today. That's going to be the skinny runway. We're still in the hold, but start planning for runway 10 left. Shouldn't be much longer. Everybody just check your fuel, check your gauges, make sure everything's good. If it's not, give me a call. Very good. Yep, everybody, if you can, just try and build that space for me. Find somebody that's similar performance. Get a mile and trail, no side-by-sides, no over-unders. I got a high wing coming up on the smokestack. Rock your wings. That's a nice rock on the high wing. Just keep coming. I'm going to call that northbound turn. And there's another high wing over the water. Over the water, rock your wings.
I have a feeling that we're going to be doing 2 laps. That's pretty.
Do not hold
there.
That's the Florida Polytech University.
All right, for my high wing, the rock the wing, start a northbound turn. Anybody that's over the baseball field, start a northbound turn. There's a high wing with a tip light just past the smokestack over the water. Rock your wings. 5 Whiskey Tango, I need you to go north. All right, the high wing with the wing light, I did see you rock your wings. Just keep coming. I'll call the northbound turn. There's a low wing behind them, just over the lake now. Rock your wings. All right, low wing, good rock. High wing, start your northbound turn. Low wing, I'm going to have you go over to the baseball stadium there, just past the tower, and start northbound turn. Everybody try and get nose to tail, no side-by-sides for me. Low wing, just north of the smokestack, rock your wings. All right, nice job, low wing. Just keep coming right at me. You're doing great. I'm going to call your northbound turn. If you look down straight ahead, you can see some orange shirts waving at you. Everybody, welcome to the show. Try and build that spacing for me. Help you. Once we get the call, let you in. We're going to let you in as quick as we can. But if we saturate the tower, they're going to shut us off, and nobody wants that. We want to get you in the ground, having some fun. All right, everybody's going to. Everybody remember, once you leave Fantasy of Flight, you got to go to the racetrack. Fly the whole procedure. I see people flying north of the racetrack. Fly the whole procedure, and we'll pick you out once you get to Lake Parker, and we're going to get you inbound here as soon as we can. So everybody just keep flying that whole procedure. If you are not already in the Lake Parker hold, then hold elsewhere. The hold is currently saturated. Everybody can expect runway left. The wind's currently 140 at 10. Number 3015.
The 2 high wings that are following I-4, you need to be a little closer to I-4. You guys are like 2 miles to the northeast.
He said north of I-4.
Yeah, but not that far north.
There's traffic over I-4 going the wrong direction. I don't stay out here.
Oh, this is the Lakeland grass runway?
Everybody, let's play nice out there. We know everybody wants to get in.
I don't know.
Glad to have you. And just north of I-4 a little bit, head back out to Fantasy
It's a grass
Flight.
runway.
Yeah, follow the entire procedure, and I need you to fly from
the
Fantasy
Lakeland
Flight
one
to the
had
racetrack
houses,
to the smokestack and to the lake. And then we'll call your northbound turn from there. Everybody,
all right, we're over Fantasy Flight again.
Feet. If you can't do that, give me 150 knots at 1,700 feet.
Why do I keep accidentally opening maps instead of 4-flight.
Are they taking arrivals yet?
We're getting close. We're almost there. But the more you guys set yourselves up, the quicker I'll be able to get you all in. We're going to be looking for a mile and trail, no side-by-sides, no over-unders. Everybody can plan on runway 10 left. That's going to be the skinny runway with the dots. It's not going to be a whole lot longer, it sounds like. I see somebody. All right, no new aircraft in the hold. Stay away from Fantasy of Flight. If you're not already in the hold, stay away. I got a 4 Juliet might go eastbound. It looks like I got a low wing with wingtip lights just east of the smokestack. Rock your wings for me. Low wing with wig wags over the smokestack. Rock your wings. There we go. I see the rock now. Just keep flying that heading. I'm going to turn you north in just a minute. And once you go north, I'll have you go north all the way I-4, north I-4, and then back out to Fantasy. All right, my low wing with the wigwag. Start that northbound turn now.
We're pretty high workload. Could you repeat that altogether again?
3015. We know you guys got a lot going on. If you need me to say anything again, just let me know. The wind is currently 14010 at the airport. Everybody can plan on runway 10 left. I see somebody out there north of the smokestack with some real bright wingtip lights. Rock your wings for me. All right, good, Rock. Just continue inbound. I'm going to tell you when to make that northbound turn. Just keep on that present heading.
Once you're left,
only
is
about
just
a half mile
the regular,
south of the smokestack.
is
Rock
that
your wings.
the taxiway or is that the actual runway, 10?
Say that again?
That high wing just starting over the lake now.
There's like
South
10
of the
left,
smokestack.
is that
Rock your
the
wings. There we go, got you good
actual
rock.
runway or is that the like taxiway?
Left is a taxiway.
I spoke to you a second ago. You can start your northbound turn.
Yeah,
the high wing starts your
dots.
northbound turn. Nicely done, high wing. As you come around to the north, you'll see a low wing ahead and to your right. Kind of quick. It looks like an RV type maybe. And just kind of follow them for me.
That will be a Thorpe.
Low wing about a mile south of smokestack. Rock your wings. Good, Rock. Give me about 20 to the right, and then I'm going to call a northbound turn for you from there. High wing about a half mile south of the smokestack. Rock your wings. All right, good, Rock on the high wing. Start a northbound turn for me. Everybody's going to make that northbound turn when I call it over the lake and head north of I, and then fly that higher percent. Still in the hole. We're all continue for now in the Gulf. Proceed north of the arrival. Do not join the hold. The hold is currently saturated. Once again, everybody, welcome to Sun and Fun 2025. Everybody just check your fuel, check your engine temps, make sure everything's good with the airplane. If it's not, let me know. Everybody can plan on runway 10 left. That's going to be the skinny runway with the dots. It shouldn't be a lot longer, but we are still in the hold. The hold is saturated. If you're not in the hold already, find somewhere else to hold, and we'll let you know we can come on in. We're looking for a mile and trail, no side-by-sides, no over-unders. The more you help me, the more I can help you guys get in and enjoy the show. All right, the two twins I got spinning on the south side of the lake. Tighten up your hold for me. You guys are going to be the first ones in, so just make it a little tighter. Just stay south of the smokestack, but start tightening it up. We're not quite there, but we're getting real close, so just help me be in a position so that I can call you in as quick as I can. And that's for 71 Yankee and for 7 Golf Tango. You guys can let me know you understand. Just give me a call back when you understand.
Yeah, we got you. 71 Yankee. We'll tighten it up for you.
7 Golf Tango, same for you as well.
This is 7 Golf Tango, Roger.
That's the smokestack right there.
All right, I got a low wing with wigwag south of the smokestack. Rock your wings for me.
I thought it was going to be a real smoke.
Nice rock. Just continue on that heading. You'll actually see us standing below you here in just a few seconds. I'm going to call your northbound turn.
Whiskey Tango, what you doing?
5 Whiskey Tango, turn northbound now. 5 Whiskey Tango, turn northbound now. For my low wing, start your north turn. Low wing over the west shore, start your northbound turn. 5 Whiskey Tango, you should not be in the hold right now. Turn northbound, proceed out of the hold, find somewhere else. We'll get to you when we can. All right, low wing just north of the smokestack, rock your wings. 7 Golf Tango, proceed westbound. Everybody continue to hold. 7 Golf Tango, proceed westbound.
Westbound, 7 Golf Tango.
7-1 Yankee, proceed direct to the smokestack.
Direct to the smokestack, 7-1 Yankee.
All right, that low wing is just on the 935 Whiskey Tango, proceed eastbound out of the hold. For the low wing, looks like a moony type, start your northbound turn. High wing over the middle of the lake, rock your wings. All right, high wing, give me a tight right turn back north. Go north on 4, back out to Fantasy.
Huh?
So
Oh.
7 Golf Tango, Interstate Southwestbound, left over the Cake Tower. Aim for the V-shaped
oh, good.
building.
They're starting arrivals
Monitor
now.
Tower 135.22. 71 Yankee, due westbound right now.
71 Yankee.
High wing over the water, rock your wings. All right, good. And, go north, back out late for the hold. We're ready to open up now, but just stay in the hold for now. We'll call you out. Time to go. Twins are doing great.
What are they doing there?
Number 77 Lima, rock your wings for me. Good rock 77 Lima. You're going to continue straight ahead for now. All right, everybody's doing a great job. Once we're inbound, you're going to fly over I-4, go southbound over the Cake Tower, directly over the top of it towards the V-shaped building. You're going to join a close-in downwind over the frontage road for runway 10 left. That's the skinny runway with the dots. Everybody out there holding outside of the procedure, just wait, and we'll get you in here in just a second. All right, we got a high wing that's in the middle of the water right now. Rock your wings. All right, that's a good rock. You're going to continue straight ahead over I-4. The high wing told you go join I-4, join the procedure inbound. Everybody's doing a great job. A high wing over the north shore of the smokestack there. Rock your wings. Good rock. You're going to continue to follow that aircraft right down towards I-4. You're going to join I-4, overfly the Cake Tower, aim for the V-shaped building, and for runway 10 left, the skinny runway. I got a low wing over the smokestack. Rock your wings. All right, that's a good rock. Just continue on the procedure now. You're going to go westbound to join I-4 southwestbound. Don't catch that slower aircraft in front of you. If you got to start slowing down, do it. Looks like a Bonanza, maybe a V-tail. That's a great job. Good job. Once you're over I-4, heading inbound towards the airport, monitor tower on 135.22, and welcome to the show. All right, so if you haven't joined the hold yet, just stay out there away from the procedure. We're going to get you inbound as soon as we can do it, but we're going to clear up this hold first so we don't have a bunch of airplanes right in a row and the start sending them around. I got a low wing over the smokestack, rock your wing, maybe an RV. Oh, beautiful rock. All right, you're going to continue straight ahead. Join I-4 southwestbound. Overfly Cake Tower. The top of it, aim for a V-shape. What you're doing. Number 16, Mike, how close to 100 knots can you get? Number 2816, Mike, I need you to slow down. How much can you slow down?
16 Mike, slow down to 130.
Okay, can you do that for me? Do the best you can.
Roger that, 16 Mike, phone 130.
Thank you. Once you're west of the lake, you're going to join I-4 southwestbound. I got a low wing right over the north shore. Rock your wings for me. Yeah, that's a good rock.
It wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't so hot.
Go southwestbound. You're going to overfly the Cake Tower.
Not too bad now,
Look for a V-shaped building.
Yeah, I mean the sun's not in my face now, so it's.
Golf,
Well, I mean I got long sleeves on too.
You can 3 golf, Mike.
And jeans.
Thank you very much. Everybody's doing a great job. We're going to get this hold cleared up, and then we're going to get everybody inbound to the show where all the fun's at. Looks like maybe an RV up high. There you go.
I'll
Good
change
rock.
this back direct to Fantasy of Flight.
And I think that's 16. What a great job. If you have not joined the procedure, stay away, and we'll get to you here in just a second. Everybody's doing a great job. We need no we need no side by sides. We need everybody nose to tail, no gaggles, or we'll have to break people out.
Cardinal 3093, do you have me?
There's a high wing over the smokestack. Rock your wings. That's a good rock. You're going to continue straight ahead. Oh, we had 2 that rock. It looks like one with light in the nose, maybe. Rock your wings. All right. See the one in the front rocked. So just continue straight ahead. I got one with the light in the left wing. Rock your wings. You're just getting feet wet. There we go. That's great. Just continue westbound. You're both going to join I-4 and go southwestbound. I got an RV up high, about the mile north of the smokestack.
I'm surprised it's still streaming. Usually the GoPro overheats after like 10 minutes.
All right, the RV, I need you to break it out to the north, go back out to I-4 and rejoin for you. I got a couple slow guys behind you. There you go. That's perfect. Great. The Cardinal, I think you just passed me. That was a great job. Once you join I-4, check your gear down and 135.22, monitor them. Same thing with the other high wing that just got feet dry on the other side. The low wing over the lake, rock your wings. All right, you're doing good. Turn right. You're going to go back out and rejoin the procedure. We got a little close with a couple of slow guys. I got a low wing with lights in the left and the right wing out here, just north of the smokestack. Rock your wings. All right, that's a good rock. I want you to continue straight ahead. Join I-4 southwestbound. We're going to overfly the Cake Tower today. We're going to aim at a V-shaped building that you'll see for runway 10 left, the skinny runway with the dots. Everybody's doing a great job. All right, and once you've joined I-4 southwestbound to the airport, number 7 Delta Mike, keep the right turn back, coming right back around to the smokestacks, Delta Mike. All right, good job. Everybody's doing a great job. You're going to go over the V-shaped building for 10 left. That's the skinny runway with the dots on it. Everybody's doing a great job. If you haven't joined the procedure yet, if you're not in this hold that we've had already, just stay out for a minute and watch out from the guy from the north. We just come back inbound. Everybody's doing a fantastic job today. It's beautiful out here at Lake Parker, and we came to join us.
Crazy how fast the flying is versus driving, because water tower is
That and
all right, everybody's doing a great job today. We're working on clearing up this hold. We're going to get everybody that we can into the airport today. If you haven't joined the hold yet, or if you haven't been in the hold with us, just find somewhere and hold out there. Number 7 Delta Mike, go ahead and once you get to the smokestack, turn westbound. Number 4 Sierra Lima, turn southbound and rejoin the procedure now.
4 Sierra Lima's in the procedure, sir.
Okay, do me a favor then, go back to Fantasy of Flight and then rejoin from there just for traffic. I got that the RV that I turned out that's back in here now over the North Shore. Continue westbound to join the procedure on I-4.
one day we'll land.
Okay,
One day.
Everybody's doing a great job. There are 4 Sierra Lima. I'm going to shortcut you back.
got a water
So
ski.
give me about 5 seconds.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Southbound.
Ramp.
I'll count you down here.
Water skiing is super big
4,
here.
3, 2, 1. Go ahead and turn southbound. There we go. Everybody's doing a great job. We need everybody nose to tail. The end of the hold is at Fantasy of Flight right
I
now.
still have yet to see a water
Everybody
ski
holding
show, though.
outside
I
can
flew over
proceed
one
to
once in a
Fantasy of
flyover,
Flight.
but I
Find
couldn't
somebody
really see
similar
them.
type and speed to follow. 1 mile in trail, nose to tail, no over-unders, no side-by-sides. If you find yourself, I got a high wing over the smokestacks, rock your wings. Good rock, you're going to continue westbound, then join I-4 southwestbound to overfly the Cake Tower in the V-shaped building for a downwind for runway 10
Is there a
left, the skinny runway with
third
the
attempt,
dots.
right?
As you're getting lined up
Yeah.
out there at Fantasy of Flight, if you find yourself next to an airplane, another airplane,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't know
There's
the
nobody in
pilot,
front of us here,
you're
so
not a
big
flight,
gap.
and we can't take you that way. So work on
Shouldn't be a problem.
trail.
Yeah, it looks like these
And,
guys are
no
continuing it.
unexpected flights
Yeah.
this
So I think this will
afternoon.
be the one.
Number 5 Charlie's here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. You want a left 360?
No, I want you to go ahead and continue. You're going to follow an RV that's joining from the north.
Roger, we got 4 Sierra Lima in sight.
Beautiful, thank you.
Darn.
Everybody's great. You're all rock stars today. We're really glad you came down to visit us. We're using 10 left at the airport today. That's a skinny runway with the dots. The winds are 140 at 10. Altimeter is 3015. Take a moment here, look at your engine gauges, make sure the airplane's happy. And we're working on making
Airplane's
you guys,
happy. I don't know about me.
Number 8 Delta, turn 10 degrees to the right for me. All right, we want everybody happy and in at the air show. We're working on it right now. That's beautiful, Delta, thank you.
This
All
is
right,
this is
everybody's
nice. This is
doing
all
great job today.
autopilot.
Laser runway 10
Yeah.
You
left,
know?
the skinny runway with the dots on it out at the airport. You're going to fly over Lake Parker, turn southwestbound over I-4 to the Cake Tower, fly right over to the top of it. Join the V-shaped, you're going to fly right over top of that V-shaped building, join the downwind. The tower will pick you out when you get there. There's an RV half mile north of the smokestack, rock your wings.
All right, we'll be landing in 7 minutes.
Is that 4 Sierra Lima just coming over the lake now, rock your wings? Yeah, oh, that's a good rock. That's the best rock I've seen all day, actually, my friend. You can continue straight to I-4, turn left, and turn left, join I-4. You're going to overfly the Cake Tower. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're doing just great. That's fantastic. Go left and join I-4, southwestbound.
Copy.
Once you get over I-4, monitor the tower 135.22. The high wing over the lake, rock your wings. Good rock. You're going to continue to I-4 on that heading and then join us southwestbound. Once you're southwestbound over I-4, monitor the tower 135.22. Everybody enjoy the show.
Good work, guys. You're killing it.
Thank you. This is the highlight of all of our years. I think there's 60.
See, even that taxiway that you land on, it's 70 feet wide.
Yeah.
Well, the runway at Old Bridge is 60, so it's like, you know, runway size taxiway.
Arrivals inbound to
Yeah, that taxiway is super large.
Lake Parker.
That side of the airport has Amazon and Avelo.
Fantasy a flight. You're going to follow the procedure to the racetrack and then inbound to Lake Parker. We'll pick you out when you get there because we can't see any further than that.
Super wide. When you're taxiing
if you
down
look for us,
you could be booking
to the
it and be
east
like,
side of the baseball fields, the Detroit practice facility. If you look for us, there's a fire tower out there with a bunch of orange shirts on top.
Oh, why this guy behind me is going so fast?
They're telling me everybody's doing what they're supposed to do out there. Everybody's their mile.
He's going 107.
Sure we keep
I guess about the same
good.
speed.
Got a little fun there coming out of the hole. We got that all worked out. We'll get everybody into the airport as soon as we can.
All right, let's try this again.
Remember is once you get west of us here at Lake Parker and you join I-4, you're going to fly right over top of that cake tower that's down along I-4 there, heading towards the airport. Make sure you go right over top of that cake tower.
Oh, it's the
and you're going to see a V-shaped building. You're going to fly right towards it, and we're going to runway 10 left on a tight-in downwind there.
Tight-in downwind.
The skinny runway, you're going to show off your spot landing skills and land on a dot today. Low wing, half mile south of the smokestacks, rock your wings.
Do you want to try and do the landing, or do you want me to do it?
The smokestack, rock your wings.
You want to try?
Yeah.
All right.
Looks like an RV up high, right over the smokestacks with wigwags, rock your wings. Yeah, that's a good rock. That's a good heading right there. Just fly that heading, intercept I-4 southwestbound.
All right, we're inbound.
Yay. Finally.
So,
low wing over the smokestack,
all of the waypoints, like the cake tower, I put them in as GPS points. So it looks like that's where everyone is going too. So.
The V-shaped building for runway 10 left. Low wing, check your gear down for me.
Yeah.
Over the lake. South wings. It's a good rock. You just can follow that airplane right in front of you. Join I-4. Everybody's doing a great job. Yeah, if you can help it, keep your mile and trail spacing. Don't catch that airplane in front of you. Everybody's doing a great job. Once you're southwestbound over I-4, inbound to the airport, monitor the tower 135.
Yeah, speed up a little bit because there's absolutely no one in front of us.
Yeah.
And it's going to give these guys behind me a little bit more room.
All right, the Lake Parker procedure, we're starting today at Fantasy of Flight. Once you get to Fantasy of Flight, find another aircraft if there's one out there.
All right, here's I-4.
Type and performance.
Yep.
And we
do
want
left turn.
to be inbound, joining the procedure over to Lake Parker. That's a rock high wing. That's a really good job. Just continue on that heading up towards I-4, then turn southwestbound over I-4. You're going to fly down I-4 to the cake tower, fly right over the top of it, over the V-shaped building for the close-in downwind for 10 left, the runway with the dots, and the high wing that just got featured on the north shore of the lake and monitor tower 135.22.
All right, 13522, we'll switch to that.
RV that just turned downwind, start your descent. RV that's up high, it's in the downwind. Turn your base now. Turn your base now.
Helicopter going.
Turn the base now.
That way.
Yeah.
Blue RV, turn downwind. I got an RV that's still, there you go, I see you in the turn now. Tighten it up for me and aim for the green dot. You're clear to land at or after the orange dot. We got to tighten this up. We can't be too deep to the west. RV, angle it into the green dot. Angle it into the green dot. RV on the base, angle into the green dot. Blue RV downwind, turn base. An RV over Amazon, touchdown on or after the orange dot. On or after the orange dot and high-speed taxiway to the end. High-speed taxi to the end. Cessna half mile north, turn downwind. Cessna half mile north, turn downwind. RV on the base, turn now over Amazon. You're going to turn it to the green dot, and I need you to turn towards the green dot. Keep the power up, and you're going to touch down on or after the orange dot. High-speed taxi to the end. Cessna on the down.
That V building is that blue building right in front of us.
Cessna, start your base.
It doesn't look blue, but it's like The whole side of the building is facing
turn
us.
towards the green dot and keep it tight. Cessna on the downwind. Turn base, keep it tight towards the green dot.
Oh, that. Oh.
Everybody, I need everybody high-speed taxi down the runway. Touchdown on or after the orange dot and taxi all the way to the end. High-speed taxiway.
Do we go to ground control?
No, continue contact Sun and Fun ground once you cross the fat runway. Contact Sun and Fun ground on the other side of the fat runway. But you do not need to stop down there. Just continue on into the show. Have fun. Good job, Cessna. Proceed to the green dot. Touchdown on or after the orange dot. Continue on the end. And high-speed taxi off the runway.
Everybody inbound from the lake, when you get in the downwind, you need to turn your base. Abeam the tower.
Right,
we need you to turn base. Abeam the tower. If you get to Amazon, you've gone way too far.
All right, I might have to do this myself because their base turn is like.
Cessna, you're looking good.
Here.
Remember to touch down on or after the orange dot and notably off the runway once you touch down. Good job. Thank you, sir. Everybody inbound from the lake. Remember to turn inbound over the cake-shaped water tower, and then you'll proceed to the V-shaped green building for a left downwind from runway 10 left. And keep your base in between Amazon building and the tower, as close as you can to the tower, please.
Traffic.
What's that call for?
Low wing half-mile north, start your descent, enter the downwind. To the left downwind. And once you get to beam the tower, I need you to start a tight left base, and proceed to the green dot. Straighten out over the green dot and touch down on or after the orange dot for the Cessna on the downwind. Cessna on the downwind, start your left base now. Blue low wing, start your left base. Good job. Low wing, good. That's exactly what you want. As close to the tower as you can. Half-mile north, turn downwind.
300.
Good job, low wing. Remember, touchdown on or after the orange. Keep the power up
200.
and roll to the end. No delay off the runway. You can turn at the end, and you can cross the fat once you're on the ground. Mooney, turn base. That's the half-mile north, turn downwind.
100.
Good job, Mooney. Good job, Mooney. Mooney, you can proceed to the green dot, straighten out over the green
40,
dot, touchdown
30,
on or after the orange
20.
dot.
Look at that sink.
Power up, roll down to the end.
10.
Need everybody touching down on or after the orange dot, and no delay off the runway. Keep the power up as long as possible. That's on the downwind, start your left base.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Mooney, angle it in, and proceed to the orange dot. Proceed to the orange dot, touchdown on or after the orange dot for the Mooney.
All the way down to the end. Okay.
Mooney, keep it flying all the way to the orange dot, touchdown on or after the orange dot. Thanks for the help.
To that HBC sign.
Just on the base, angle it into the green dot, please. Angle it into the green dot,
You're gonna show it to
touchdown
people.
after the orange dot. Cessna, half-mile down, half-mile north, turn downwind. Hello?
Make a turn now. That's good. Cessna in the downwind. Start your descent and turn base now. Cessna in the downwind. Turn base now. Low wing can start your descent that just turned in the downwind. Low wing in the downwind. Start your descent. Squared it off. Just keep it turning all the way around. Aim down towards that orange dot. You're clear to land at the orange dot. Keep it flying.
I don't know where I'm going.
Turn base. Low wing in the downwind, turn base.
126075. 126075.
All right, Cessna over the runway. Continue down to the orange dot. No,
We're gonna park over this way.
VTAL turn base. VTAL turn base.
Yeah, you're gonna show this guy the sign, and then he's gonna tell us where to go. Don't scratch the windshield because I did that my first Oshkosh, and the scratches are still there.
Oh. they see the sign.
Left turn. See these guys put on the motorcycles in front of us? You're gonna, they're the next people, they're gonna take us to the actual parking spot.
Oh, that's cool. They've got quite the system.
Yeah. So sign up, show them. We're gonna follow the guy in the red.
I use this as a sunshade. Too. That's my, well, that was my flight school. That's the college I go to.
I'm gonna put this up here.
Yeah.
Okay. More air.
Huh?
So we get some more air in here with the
Yeah.
canopy cracked open.
Trim.
There's a seaplane coming. They're flying by.
That was a rough landing. I didn't even get a chance to put the flaps down. That was like a half a flap landing.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, tight turn there.
It should happen real quick.
Yeah, it was fast.
The island. Right.
Yes.
Looks like an RV 14 in front of us.
Oh yeah.
Does that Beach 18 know he has departing traffic behind him?
Beach 18's holding for parking position off to the left. We can't go anywhere yet.
SI bowls.
Huh?
No, I'm just reading some of the signs.
Oh. I've heard Coconut Flyers is a good place to go.
Home built.
Home built corner. I gotta keep you guys in the corner, huh? So are like all RVs basically home built then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All the way down. HPC, put this up.
Lakeland ground, right upper SVD.
Right upper SVD, go ahead.
Yeah, we're taxiing in here, and I think we may have a little bit of a break getting hot here. Is there any place we can pull off?
Hey, what's your type of aircraft?
A Dauntless.
The Dauntless. I'm not really sure. If your brake problem is there, can you pull forward for me a little bit?
Look at this. We get to park next to the F-35s.
Over here to the left.
Right from us.
Let's go to that grassy area in the left.
Get my sunshade back up.
Dauntless, you can go ahead and pull back. Just disregard that. Pull ahead.
Okay. Can't go a whole lot farther here.
Okay, well,
Check
just
canopy
do
latch.
what you can, and if you can't do any further, then we'll get you moved.
Check canopy.
Okay, that's it. We're at Sun and Fun. Yay.